This is Audible.
Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Game Changer by Rachel Reid, narrated by Tortom. Chapter 1. Tuesday, January 14, was the day Kip Grady learned that loud blenders and hangovers didn't mix. He hadn't meant to drink so much last night, but Chuck and Jimmy had been in town and he hadn't seen those guys in months. It wasn't like he'd gotten wrecked. He had been aware that he'd needed to be at work at 6 the next morning, but he'd still managed to drink just enough to make the high-powered blenders his mortal enemy. But he had a job to do, and that job was to make the best damn smoothie he could for the busy-looking woman waiting at the counter. "Here you are, ma'am." He tried not to wince as he handed the customer her order. "One green warrior smoothie with a sweetgrass shot." He glanced at the clock. 6:30. Jesus Christ. There was no time to rest his head on the evening pile of oranges that sat on the counter. The weekday morning rush at Straw and Berry tended to be steady right up until 9. Maria was working with him this morning, and that was cool. They worked well together, because while neither of them was particularly invested in this job, they took it seriously and did everything they were supposed to. Plus, she was funny. "Which of these damn smoothies cures a hangover?" Kip moaned when the shop was briefly empty. None, but allegedly the watermelon one." "Okay, I'm going to make myself a giant watermelon one with like 5 Advils in it." "I think you mean 5 wellness boosts." Kip did make himself a giant watermelon smoothie, and he did feel slightly better after drinking it. He took 2 Advil. "So what were you up to last night anyway?" Maria asked. "Oh, just hanging out with some college friends." "Yeah? Are they cute?" "Nah, I don't know. Not my type." Chuck was big, burly, and bearded. Jimmy was the complete opposite. Short, slim, and looked about 7 years younger than he actually was. "Are they super successful juice bar baristas too?" "They got jobs in their field. They're both working in Boston. Business something, insurance, finance, I don't know. They wear suits to work." "You wear an apron. That's pretty great." "Yeah, I'm super proud." "And a ball cap with a little strawberry embroidered on it. Come on." Kip threw a chunk of frozen pineapple at her. "Tell you what, Kipper, I'm going to be nice and do all the prep work in the back this morning, so you can just rest your pretty head when the rush is over." "Yeah?" "Yep." "You are the best, and I love you." He sighed happily. "I know. Now look alive. We've got businesswomen coming in, and they want liquefied kale." It was another hour of steady rush before Kip was finally able to enjoy the quiet that Maria had promised him. She went to the back room to chop fruit and vegetables, and he slumped onto a chair he had dragged behind the counter and pressed his face against the wall. It was a nice, cool wall. He hadn't even realized he had closed his eyes until he was startled by someone clearing their throat. Not aggressively, just enough to let him know they were there. He opened his eyes and stood quickly. "Sorry, sir," he stammered. "What can I—" Kip's mouth may have dropped open like a cartoon character's. Possibly his jaw was on the floor, and his tongue may have rolled out of his mouth like a carpet. It just so happened that the hottest man he had ever seen was standing in front of him. What can I get for you?" Kip managed. The man was tall, blonde, and well-ripped. And Kip knew he was ripped because he was wearing a ridiculously tight Under Armour zip-up jacket thing and sweatpants. He must have just finished a run, the way his damp hair clung to his forehead and his skin glistened with sweat. "Good morning," the sweaty man said cheerfully. "Sorry to wake you." Kip's cheeks flushed. He dipped his head a bit so the brim of the stupid baseball cap would conceal it. God, the hottest man in the world is standing in front of me, and I'm wearing an apron and a strawberry baseball cap. I wasn't— Kip took a breath. "Pull it together. Sorry. Had a bit too much fun last night." The man raised an eyebrow. "On a Monday night?" "Yeah, well, you know the life of a smoothie maker. Live fast, die young, right?" The man laughed. Kip nearly fell